I'm Sai Baba here. So in the previous class, I was discussing the solutions of the questions in the assignment in rotational motion from 31 to 60. I have already completed discussion of the solutions up to question number 57 in my previous class. I was discussing the question number 58 in my previous class. So in this class, I am going to complete the discussion of the questions 59 and 60 in the assignment rotational motion. And next I will be showing you the continuation for the assignment rotational motion. That is, I am going to show you the next part of the third part of the assignment with questions numbering from 61 to 90. So let us continue the discussion of the question number 58. So in the problem I was discussing the previous class, that is question number 58, the kinetic energy lost by system of the truth is. So you get 1 by 4th of I1 omega 1 square. Here I1 is given to 1 kg meter square. Omega 1 is probably most of you might have simplified. Can simplify it further. So you get 2.5 into 10 cube joules or 2.5 kilojoules. That's the answer. This problem was originally given in the MSET exam 2002 MSET. This problem can also be solved by an alternate method, which I am going to discuss now. If you want to copy the solution, you can take a pause and copy the solution. So now look at the same question number 58 for the alternate method. Of course, the previous method is the method usually followed, particularly for problems in board exams. But for multiple choice questions, we can follow this alternate method also. In the problem I have discussed earlier, I have discussed similar situation in translatory motion in collisions. In the case of one-dimensional, completely inelastic collision, that is in the case of one-dimensional, inelastic, completely inelastic collision, the kinetic energy lost by system given by the half m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 minus u2 whole square. The collision is said to be completely inelastic if the two colliding bodies move together. The common velocity after collision. Similar X formula can be written for similar situation in rotational motion. That is, when the two disks or the two bodies rotate with a common angular velocity after they are coupled, and the kinetic energy lost can be written in place of masses. You can write moments of inertia. In place of m1 and m2, can write I1 and I2. In place of u1 and u2, can write omega 1 and omega 2. Here I1 is equal to I2 and I1 both are equal, each is equal to 1 kg meter square. Omega 1 is 100 radian per second. Omega 2 is 0 because second disk is initial at rest. So you can substitute all these values. And complete the calculation. So you will get the same answer. That is 2.5 10 cube joules or 2.5 kilojoules. If you want to copy this alternate method, also can take a pause and copy the alternate method. So for question number 58, which I just discussed, first option will be the answer. Then you look at the next question number 59. The dancer on ice spins faster when she folds her arms. So I have discussed similar question in the past. I mean, in numerical problem, where the dancer stretches her arms out, then moment of inertia of system increases. So here the dancer rotates about the vertical axis, passing through center of mass of the dancer or center of mass of the system. So the dancer folds her arms. That means the portion of the mass of the system will be shifted nearer to the axis of rotation. When a part of the mass of system is shifted nearer to the axis of rotation, the moment of inertia of system, which we can write sigma mr square, decreases. But angular moment of system I into omega is constant. So omega I can write L by I. L is constant. So moment of inertia of system decreases when the dancer folds her arms because a portion of the mass of the system will be shifted more nearer to the axis of rotation. So the average value of R square decreases. So moment of inertia of system decreases. So angular speed omega increases. So kinetic energy of rotation, you can write half I omega square, or which you can also write it as half L into omega. Here L is constant but omega increases. Therefore kinetic energy of rotation about the vertical axis increases. That is, whatever work is done by the dancer in folding her arms will result in increase in the kinetic energy of the system. Therefore, the correct answer is constant angular momentum and increase in the kinetic energy. That means third option will be the answer. See the question number 60. Even this question was given one of the previous MCET exam papers. So the angular velocity of a body changes from omega 1 to omega 2 without applying torque, but by changing moment of inertia. The ratio of initial radius of gyration to the final radius of gyration is. So here also we will apply conservative angular momentum because there is no external torque applied. So final angular momentum system L2 can be written as initial angular momentum system. Initial angular momentum system we can write I1 into omega 1. Final angular momentum system I2 into omega 2. I1 is initial moment of inertia of the body, and I2 is the final moment of inertia of the body or system about the axis of rotation. Moment of inertia of a body about an axis can be written as mk square, where m is the mass of the body and k is the radius of gyration. So you can assume mass of the body to be constant. So I1 we can write mk1 square. So I2 can be written as mk2 square. So you get k2 square into omega 2 is equal to k1 square into omega 1. So omega 1 by k1 by k2. So k1 by k2 whole square can be written as omega 2 by omega 1. Or you can write k1 by k2 is equal to square root of omega 2 by square root of omega 1, or k1 is to k2 is root of omega 2 is to omega 1, root of omega 1. That is third option is answer. So those who want to copy the solution of this problem, they can take a pause and copy the solution. So next I am going to show you the next part of the assignment in rotational motion. That is third part of the assignment in rotational motion. So far I have discussed 60 questions, question numbering from 1 to 60 in the assignment rotational motion. So next I am going to show you the third part of the assignment in rotational motion. That is, I am going to show you the questions with numbering from 61 to 90. So I am in this class, I will be just showing you the questions numbering from 61 to 90 in the assignment in rotational motion. But I will not be discussing the solutions of these questions, I mean questions numbering from 61 to 90 in this class. So I will start discussion of the solutions for the questions numbering from 61 onwards in my next class. But in this class, next I am going to show you the questions numbering from 61 to 90. And you, after I show you each question, you can take a pause and try the questions yourself first. And I will be showing you the answers in the last. Come on, look at the question number 61 in the assignment in rotational motion. Get ready with your notebook and pen, and you must try it yourself first. So question number 61, you can see the average torque on a projectile. I am going to read the starting question 61 in the third part of the assignment in rotational motion, which you have to try them yourself first. Average torque on a projectile of mass m, initial speed u, and angle of projection theta between the initial and final positions p and q, as shown in the figure about the point of projection is. There are 4 options shown on the screen. Come on, start trying the question. So you can take a pause and take your time to answer this question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 62. The child is, I am going to read out the question number 62 now. Child is standing with folded hands at the center of a platform, rotating about its central axis. The kinetic energy system is capital K. The child now stretches his arm so that the moment of inertia of system doubles. The kinetic energy system now is. There are 4 options on the screen. First option 2K, second option KY2, third option KY4, fourth option 4K. Come on, take a pause and try this question yourself. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 63. 3 thin rods, each of length L and mass m, are placed along x, y and z axis in such a way that one end of each rod is at the origin. The moment of inertia of system about z axis is. You can see the 4 options on the screen. First option ml square by 3. Second option 2 ml square by 3. Third option ml square. Fourth option ml square by 6. Come on, take a pause and try to answer this question. Next, I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 64. A square lamina lies in xy plane, and their axis is passing through center and perpendicular to the plane of lamina. I1, I2, I3, I4 are moments of inertia of lamina about axis shown. Then the moment of inertia of lamina about their axis is. Come on. Try to answer the question now. Can take a pause and take your time in case you need more time to answer the question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. Come on, see the question number 65, which was given one of the previous entrance exam papers in AFMC, that is Armed Force Medical College, Pune, for admission to that. See the question number 65. A wheel of radius 20 centimeters meter has forces applied to it as shown in the figure. The net torque produced by the forces 8 Newton at A, 4 Newton at B, 9 Newton at C and 6 Newton at D at the angles indicated is. So I have shown the 4 options on the screen. First option 5.4 Newton meter anti-clockwise. Second option 1.80 Newton meter clockwise. Third option 2.0 Newton meter clockwise. Fourth option 5.4 Newton meter clockwise. Come on, take a pause and try this question. So next I am going to show you the next question. 66, question number 66. The uniform cube of side, you write small letter A. Come on, look at the question number 66. A uniform cube of side small a and mass small m rests on a rough horizontal table. A horizontal force capital F is applied normal to one of the faces at the point that is directly above the center of the face at a height 3a by 4 above the base. The minimum value of F for which the cube begins to tip about an edge is. Assume that the cube does not slide. Come on, you can copy the figure or try the question now. You can take a pause. Please take a pause and finish trying the question. So I am going to show you the next question on screen. See the question number 67. A smooth rod of length L and mass M has two identical beads of negligible size, each of mass small m, which can slide freely along the rod. Initially, the two beads are at the center of the rod and the system is rotating with angular velocity omega naught about an axis perpendicular to the rod and passing through the midpoint of the rod. Of course, I will be showing you the diagram, printed diagram in the next slide. For the time being, you try to make out from the diagram I am drawing roughly on the right side. The two beads, here this is one bead here, this is another bead, each of mass small. Mass of the rod is capital. This is the rod. So I will read out the second part, second sentence again. Initially, the two beads are at center of the rod and the system is rotating with angular velocity omega naught about an axis perpendicular rod, passing midpoint of the rod. There are no external forces. When the rod beads reach the ends of the rod, the angular velocity system is. Come on, you can take a pause and try to complete the question. Your answer should be expressed in terms of the given letters, that is capital M, small m and omega naught. You can take a pause and try the problem. And I am going to show you the diagram and the options for the question number 67. Come on, look at the options given for question number 67 and take a pause and finish trying the question. So next I am going to show the question number 68. Let 68, look at the question number 68 now. I am going to read out the question number 68. Let I be the moment of inertia of uniform square plate about an axis AB that passes through its center and parallel to two of its sides. CD is a line in the plane of the plate that passes through the center of the plate and makes an angle theta with AB. The moment of inertia of the plate about the axis CD is then equal to. I have shown 4 options on the screen. First option I, second option I cos square theta, third option I sin square theta, fourth option I cos square theta bit. Come on, take a pause and finish trying the question. So I am going to show you the next question on screen. See the question number 69. What is the center of an equilateral triangle ABC? F1, F2, F3 are magnitudes of 3 forces acting along the sides AB, BC and AC as shown in here. What should be the magnitude of F3 so that the total torque about O is 0? I've shown 4 options on screen. Come on, try this question. Take a pause and finish trying this question. So next I am going to show you the next question on screen. See the question number 70. See the question number 70. This question number 70 was given in previous one of the previous into MSET in 2004 MSET, I think in 2004 MSET engineering paper. Similar question is also repeated in the medical entrance with circular disc twice in 2005 MSET medical and also 2006 MSET medical with a circular disc you are given similar problem. Okay, I am going to read out the question number 70 now. Look at the question number 70. A thin uniform square lamina of side A is placed in the XY plane with its sides parallel to X and Y axis and with its center coinciding with the origin. Its moment of inertia about an axis passing through a point on the Y axis at a distance Y equal to A and parallel to X axis is equal to its moment of inertia about an axis passing through a point D on the X axis at a distance X equal to D and perpendicular to XY plane. And the value of D is, there are 4 options on screen. Come on, take a pause and please finish trying this question. So in case you need more time to answer the question, you can take a pause and try this question. See the next question, question number 71. I am going to read the question number 71 on screen. 4 point masses each of mass M are placed at the corners A, B, C, D of side L. The moment of inertia of this system about an axis passing through A and parallel to BD is. Come on, you can take a pause and please finish trying this question. See the, look at the question number 72. The moment of inertia of uniform semicircular disc of mass M and radius R about a line perpendicular plane of the disc and through the center is moment of inertia uniform semicircular disc. Come on, take a pause and try to answer this question. So next I am going to show the question number 73 on screen. Look at the question number 73. Uniform rod AB of length L and mass M is free to rotate about point A. The rod is released from rest in the horizontal position. Given that point of inertia of the rod about end A is ml square by 3. The initial angular acceleration of the rod will be. I have shown 4 options on screen. Come on, take a pause and try this question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 74. Particle of mass M moves in xy plane with velocity v along straight line AB. The angle of the particle with respect to origin O is LA when it is at A and LB when it is at B. Then, as shown for the option screen. Come on, take a pause and finish trying this question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. Look at the question number 75. For the given uniform square lamina ABCD, whose center is O. 4 options are shown on screen. IAD means moment of inertia about the diagonal AD, about the side AD, is equal to 3 times IEF. IEF means moment of inertia about the line EF, like that. Come on, take a pause and try this question. So I am going to next show the next question on screen. Look at the question number 76. Thin rod of mass m and length L is bent at its midpoint into two halves so that the angle between them is 90 degrees. The moment of inertia of the bent rod about an axis passing through the bending point and perpendicular to the plane defined by the two halves of the rod is. Come on, take a pause and finish trying this question. So I am going to show you the next question on screen. 77. A thin circular ring of mass m and radius R rotates about an axis through its center and perpendicular to its plane. The constant angular velocity omega. 4 small spheres each of mass small m, negligible radius, are kept gently at the opposite ends of 4 mutually perpendicular diameters of the ring. The new angular velocity of the ring will be. Come on, take a pause and try the question. Then see the question number 78, next question on screen. A ring of mass 0.3 kg and radius 0.1 meter. The solid cylinder of mass 0.4 kg and of same radius are given same kinetic energy and released simultaneously on a flat horizontal surface, so that they begin to roll as soon as released towards a wall which is at the same distance from the ring and the cylinder. The rolling friction in both the cases is negligible. Then there are 4 options on the screen. Come on, take a pause and finish trying this question. This question was again originally one of the All India entrance exam papers in the past. I am going to show the next question on screen. Look at the question number 79. A homogeneous rod AB of length L and mass m is pivoted at center O in such a way that it can rotate freely in a vertical plane. The rod is initially in the horizontal position. An insect S of the same mass falls vertically with speed v at the point C midway between the points O and B. Immediately after the insect falls, the angular velocity system is. Come on, take a pause and try the question yourself. So next I am going to show you the next question. Question number 80. A uniform disk of mass m and radius r is rolling down a rough inclined plane, which makes an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. The question of friction, static and kinetic friction are each equal to nu, and the only force acting are gravitational and frictional. And the magnitude of frictional force acting on the disk with its direction is. Come on, you can take a pause and try the question. First option, nu mg into root 3 by 2 up, means up the incline. Second option is nu mg by 2 up. Third option, mg by 6 up. Fourth option, mg by 3 down. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 81. Symmetrical lamina of mass m consists of a square shape a semicircular section over each of the square as shown in the figure. The side of the square is 2a. The point of inertia of the lamina about an axis through its center end perpendicular to the plane is 1.6 into MSK. The point of inertia of the lamina about the tangent AB in the plane of the lamina is. So I'll be showing you the diagram more clearly in my next slide. Could not accommodate in the same slide. This is the line AB. This distance is given. I think 2a. I will show you in the next slide. This distance is a. This radius is a. I mean, this is 2a, that is. So I have shown the same way only. This is a. Then here, this is 2a. Come on, you take a pause and try this problem. This is a figure given for the problem and shown 4 options on screen. So I am going to show you the next question on screen. See the question number 82. A cubical block of side L rests on a rough horizontal surface with coefficient of friction U. A horizontal force F is applied on the block as shown. The coefficient of friction is sufficiently high so that the block does not slide. So if the coefficient of friction is sufficiently high so the block does not slide before toppling, the minimum force required to topple the block is. Come on, take a pause and try this question. I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 83. A thin wire of length L and uniform linear mass density rho went into a circular loop with center O as shown. The moment of inertia of the loop about the axis XX dash is. That means this XX dash represents the axis. You can show it as a broken line. Come on, take a pause and finish trying the question. See the next question, question number 84. Which of the following is false about the moment of inertia? Thin square plate ABCD, shown in figure, of uniform thickness about an axis passing through center point perpendicular to the plate. Phi1, I2, I3 and I4 are moments of inertia about the axis 1, 2, 3 and 4, which are in the plane of the plate ABCD. As shown in the figure, of uniform thickness. Come on, take a pause and finish answering the question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 85. 1/4 sector is cut from a uniform circular disc of radius Kepler. This sector has a mass m. It is made to rotate about a line perpendicular to the plane and passing through center C of the original disc. So moment of inertia about the axis of rotation is. We have shown 4 options on screen. Come on, take a pause and finish trying this question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 86. A thin rod has moment of inertia I1 about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to length. It is bent to form a ring. The ring so formed has moment of inertia I2 about an axis passing through center and perpendicular to the plane of the ring. And the ratio I1 by I2 is, you can see the four options. Come on, take a pause and finish trying the question. So look at the next question, question number 87 on the screen. The torque tau bar on the body above a given point is found to be. So again I read out the question number 87. The torque tau bar on the body about a given point is found to be equal to A bar plus L bar, where A bar is a constant vector and L bar is the angular amount of the body about that point. Then we conclude four options see here. First option, angular momentum L bar does not change with time. Second option, the change in the angular momentum is in the direction of L bar. Third option, the change in angular momentum is perpendicular to L bar. Fourth option, the change in angular momentum may be in any direction other than parallel and perpendicular to L bar. Come on, take a pause and finish trying this question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 88. The solid sphere of mass capital M, radius capital R and having moment of inertia I about diameter is recast into a disk of thickness T, whose moment of inertia about an axis passing through its edge and perpendicular to its plane remains I. The radius of the disk will be, come on, take a pause and finish trying this question. So I am going to show the next question on screen. See the question number 89. Disk of radius capital R has mass 9 m. A hole of radius R by 3 is cut from it as shown in figure. The moment of inertia of the remaining part about an axis passing through center O of the disk and perpendicular to the plane of the disk is. Come on, look at the screen. Look at the four options. Come on, start trying the problem. Take a pause and finish trying the question. So I am going to show you the next question, that is last question in this assignment, in this class. See the question number 90. Uniform rod AB of length L is free to rotate in a vertical plane about a fixed horizontal axis passing through the end A. Shots falling with lower end fixed. When it has turned through an angle theta, its angular velocity will be. Come on, take a pause and finish trying the question. So next I am going to show you the answers for all the questions from 61 to 90. So you can take a pause and copy these answers. But I will be discussing the solutions of these questions in my next classes. Come on, look at the screen for the answers. For question number 61, first option is answer. For question number 62, second option is answer. For question number 63 and 63 to 65, second option is answer. For question number 66, first option is answer. For question number 67, second option is answer. 68, first option is answer. Question number 69, third option is answer. Question number 70, second option answer. In case you need more time to copy the answers, mark your answers, you can take a pause. So I am going to next show the answers for questions 71 to 80, for next 10 questions. For next 3 questions, 71, 72 and 73, third option is answer. For 74, first option is answer. For next two questions, 75 and 76, second option is answer. For question number 77, fourth option is answer. For question number 78, third option is answer. For 79, second option is answer. For question number 80, third option is answer. So come on, finish marking the answers. Next, I am going to show you the answer for next 10 questions. 81 to 90. For question number 81, first option is answer. Question number 82, third option is answer. For 83, first option is answer. For 84, fourth option is answer. For 85, third option is answer. For 86, second option is answer. For 87, third option is answer. For 88, first option is answer. For 89, second option is answer. For question number 90, fourth option is answer. Come on, all of you, please finish marking these answers. In case you need more time to copy these, to copy the answer, you can take a pause and try to mark or copy these answers. In case you are unable to solve good number of questions, don't feel discouraged. Everybody has chance to improve, but one wants to improve sincerely. You can go through the solutions of all these questions and I am going to discuss in next classes. After going through solutions of all the questions, then you can again come back to the assignment after giving a gap of 1 day or 1 or 2 hours. Then again work out the assignment, so that finally you will be able to learn or become familiar with all the models.